Hey there, welcome back. My name is Katie and this is Louisiana Cooking and Living, and I am ready for fall. We have had a few mornings in the 60s and it is just making me think fall is on the front soon. And I wanted to make some fall desserts to kind of get me in the mood or help me in that mood. And I was thinking of different fall flavors that we think of. We think of warm spices like cinnamon or allspice or nutmeg, and we think of pumpkin or apples or caramel, maple, pecans, pecan pie. And today we're making a maple pecan cookie. We're going to be doing several different recipes over the next few weeks, and today we're doing the maple pecan cookie. I saw this recipe on, I think I first saw it on TikTok, and I found the recipe on Pinterest. I will link the Pinterest link below, and I'm so excited to get this recipe going. So it's from the Epicurean Mouse. And so we're just gonna jump right in and get started because it takes time to bake these, and we're gonna top them with a maple icing. Sounds so good. So let's get started. The first thing we're gonna do is brown our butter. We have 1 cup plus 2 tablespoons of butter in our pot, and we are gonna brown this, which essentially we're gonna melt it down, and then the milk solids that are in the butter will start to brown. This will get foamy, and it'll stop foaming, and then those milk solids will start to brown. So we need to get this to be brown butter. Browned butter gives such a nutty flavor to a recipe. It is so good. I have a browned butter Rice Krispie treat recipe, and I can leave that linked up here in the cards for you if you want to check that out. It is so good. So we're gonna get this melted, and I'm gonna show you kind of the different steps along the way. But this is gonna be a process. It's gonna take a few minutes to get all this going. All right, so now you can see we are foaming here. And as this foam starts subsiding, you will see little brown flecks in the bottom of your pot. Now you can see it's foaming even more here. I think it's starting to get a little browner down in there. I'm gonna get a spoon because it's kind of hard to see maybe with all that foam. Oh yes. Let's see. You see when I turn my, there it is. There it is. So that took me 6 minutes from the time my butter melted till we got to this point on a medium high. So I'm gonna pour this into a bowl and let this cool for 30 minutes before we start making our cookies. So we have our beautiful browned butter here, and we are going to cream that together with our butter, our sugar, and our maple syrup. And it's cooled off. It's pretty much room temperature at this point. So we're gonna pour this in the mixing bowl. I wanna make sure we get all those yummy brown butter bits. If you don't have a rubber spatula, you're missing out. Maple syrup, we need 1/4 cup. I just get this 100% maple syrup at Costco. So 1/4 cup. Unless you've read the back of maple syrup that's not real maple syrup and seen the list of ingredients, you just have no idea. The first ingredients is like high fructose corn syrup. It's crazy. All right, the next thing we're gonna add is 1.5 cups of brown sugar. We're just gonna combine these together We don't need to beat it or anything. All right, to our sugar and butter mixture here, we are going to add our whole egg and 1 egg yolk. There's our yolk. My fall color eggs, brown and kind of this olive green. We're also going to be adding our maple extract, which is 1 teaspoon. Really get that punch of maple flavor here. And we're also going to be adding some vanilla. We also need 1 teaspoon of the vanilla. Give this a mix. Now we're going to add our baking soda and salt. We need 3/4 of a teaspoon of baking soda. And we also need 1/2 teaspoon of salt. And then we need 1 teaspoon of cinnamon. We're going to give this a mix. Next thing we're going to do is add in 2.5 cups of flour. All right, we're going to use the spatula to incorporate this the rest of the way so we're not over mixing it. Smell that brown butter and the maple and the cinnamon. It smells so good. I didn't mention, I got this recipe off of Pinterest and I will leave it linked in the description box. All right, we are gonna scoop this dough and then refrigerate it so that it's not as soft because that butter was melted and not just room temperature. So we are gonna use a 1.5 ounce ice cream scoop. So out of my 2 ice cream scoops, this bigger one is the 1.5 ounce. You can compare the two. So it is kind of a big scoop. So this gave us 14, well, my parchment paper is kind of low there, 14 cookies. We're gonna get these in the fridge, get them, that butter stiffened back up before we bake them. And so we'll be back to put these in the oven and they will bake on 350 degrees for 11 to 12 minutes. So it's been a little bit over an hour and our cookie dough has firmed up nicely. So we're gonna get this in the oven on 350 for 11 minutes. I do have 2 trays, so halfway through the baking process, I will flip them around on their racks to get some even baking. And then after they bake, We're gonna allow them to cool. And after they cool, then we'll put our maple glaze on them. So let's get these in the oven. Alrighty, can't wait for these to be ready. We'll be back and put our maple glaze on them. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take a cup and put them right over our cookie and kind of swirl it around. These are staying pretty round, but just to make sure it's kind of perfectly round. This one that's over here on the side is not perfectly round. And of course they don't have to be perfectly round, but if this is what you want, this is how you're gonna get that perfectly round cookie. So these kind of bake together, so they're not perfectly round. So I'm gonna kind of separate it, pull them apart, swirl it. All right, so we're gonna let these cool and then we are going to ice them. So we are ready to make our maple glaze to go on our maple cookies here. And I have 2 tablespoons of butter melted in my measuring cup. And I'm going to add 1/3 cup of the maple syrup. And then to this, we're gonna add 1/2 teaspoon of the maple extract. And then we're going to be adding 3/4 cup of powdered sugar. Let's see. That cold maple syrup has made my butter kind of solidify. So I'm gonna stick this in the microwave again real quick. Just take that chill off. Don't want it too hot because I don't want it to melt my powdered sugar, but I just want to get that chill off of it. So we need 3/4 cup of powdered sugar. And I'm gonna do a little pinch of salt. Maybe 1.5 pinches. Use my little tiny whisk here. Whisk these together. Give it a little taste. That is yummy. Oh my. All right, we'll drizzle it on our cookies now. There's no words. These look and smell amazing. And that icing itself is just amazing. That icing would be wonderful in coffee, which I might save that for coffee tomorrow. All right, we're gonna let this glaze set up and then we'll be back to taste test. All right, y'all, here are our yummy cookies. I was even thinking if you're super adventurous, this would be amazing with crumbled bacon on top. Maple and bacon are so good together because I was thinking of like a donut dipped in this glaze. Oh my gosh. So let's take a look at our pretty fall plate here. These are our maple glazed cookies. Let's get a taste test. So excited, y'all. That makes me happy. That is so good. The maple, oh, so good. If you had a ice cold cup of milk, some coffee in the afternoon, this would be amazing. Take this to any tailgating or party, football party, watching game parties, school events. These would be so good for anything. Share them with your neighbor. So good. Well, I'm gonna put a playlist of other desserts over here if you want to try some other desserts. I have some fall mini cheesecakes. I think they're apple and pumpkin. I have a, what was that one called? A double fudge praline cake. Oh my gosh, that is so good. In this little series, I'm doing 4 little different recipes over the next few weeks. So there's many recipes in fall and other desserts to check out. So you can check out this playlist here. My logo will be on this side if you want to touch this little logo here and follow along if you have not already subscribed, and check out all the other recipes. So we hope to see you again. Thanks for watching.